Hey everybody, what's up? I wanted to make this video about Peetz because, it's been about almost 3 weeks since Peetz has been in his new place in Cornwall, Ontario, a place that was found by his mom through his mom's friend/friends because they are a couple. And he seems to have adjusted to the new place. A lot of people still have a vested interest in Peetz because for multiple reasons, they're accustomed to Peetz for years being within the orbit of Chantal. But that's the thing about being in the orbit of Chantal, right? The further away from her orbit you go, the less views you typically have, because typically people don't really want to hear from you, if I'm gonna be honest with you. But Peetz has been doing really well. His views aren't like huge, not like they were when Foodie Beauty was back at the luxury villa. His views were better, obviously, because people are looking towards him to spill the tea, but he did not. He held steady, and he did not reveal anything about Foodie Beauty. Now, his views, like I said, are okay. They're not bad. They're not great, but they're not bad. It's sustainable, and he's able to pay his bills, his rent for now, and his food for now, his phone bill for now, from these views. Even playing Mario Kart, there's 1.4k people that were watching him. I guess overall viewed his stream of Mario Kart. Him just talking about everyday mundane things, people are still watching. So there are still people who will watch Peetz just because it's Peetz, even though a lot of his stuff is boring and mundane. And of course, there's people who are not going to watch Peetz anymore because they feel he has no relevancy towards Chantal and the Chantalverse because he's going further away from Chantal's orbit. And they're just concerned about Chantal and now Salah, because Salah is the guy that's mostly in her orbit. And there's been a few guys around. There has been Bibi, Nada, Roman, Peetz, Salah at this point in time. Murad is still hanging around. I guess 2 degrees of separation from Murad, etc, etc, etc. Even some people haven't even forgotten about Frank, because Frank was the person, the guy who a lot of people feel started all of this with Foodie Beauty dating, because Foodie Beauty typically wouldn't really think about dating. She would just be there with Peetz, do Mario Kart Beezen, hang out, eat, talk, chat, do whatever, and that's it. I remember the arena days. I remember the dumpster diving days. I remember her making okay videos. I remember Abominable Peetz. I remember a lot of things, outings, going out to get food. Now we're stuck in a blue velvet couch, and a lot has changed since then. So what shall we see from Peetz at this moment? I have no idea. His views might get lower and lower and lower. Like I said, it's only been almost 3 weeks since he's been at this new place in Cornwall, Ontario. Or his views can be as they are right now, pretty decent. And he can maybe find a job to be his primary source of income, this being his secondary, and just move on, get better in his life and his life journey. But whatever happens with Peetz happens. All I can say is Peetz is definitely going to be there if anything happens between Salah and Chantal and she gets into a rut or a bad situation. He will happily lend a hand, hold out his hand to support her, and maybe find a place together and live happily ever once again until she finds somebody else. But we shall see what Peetz will do. I personally think he's waiting until maybe something happens. Maybe he's hoping. I have no idea. But what I'll say is Peetz would definitely take Chantal back if she wants to come back to Canada because things didn't work out with Salah and her in Kuwait, is all I will say. Well, I guess that's it. Leave me a comment. Tell me what you think about Peetz. Are his views okay? Is it sustainable? Does he need to do more interesting content? Well, actually, that's kind of like a rhetorical question, isn't it? Of course he needs to do more interesting content. A lot of people like the cooking streams. If Peetz wants to get some views, he needs to start cooking again. It doesn't matter if the kitchen is right next door to the couple's room. He needs to do cooking streams, else his views, his viewership, the people that watch him can and will go away because they like to see Peetz cook. A lot of people like to see Peetz cook. Maybe it's because of the foolhardy attempt, the silliness that happens, the bad poor cooking. There's a reason why people watch Case cooking, right? Could it be partly or mostly the same reasons why they like watching Peetz cook? Because he's such a novice at what he's doing, so it makes for good entertainment. Anyways, tell me your thoughts. Leave me a comment. Subscribe if you only want to. Turn your notification bell on and set it to all, only if you want to. And I will see all you lovely people later. Take care.